Hello and welcome back to another video. This is Destruction Derby on the original PlayStation. This is one of the very first games I ever seen playing on the system. And back in 1995, it was incredibly impressive. Really had seen nothing like it, not on consoles. You know, the 3D was unbelievable, and the fact that the cars had the ability to become damaged. You know, you could have huge multi-car pile-ups. There were so many races in each race. You know, 20 cars. It was pretty major. And of course, the pièce de résistance with this game at the time was the fact that it had a link-up mode. So it brought that sort of arcade-like experience to the home in terms of having two systems on the go at once, a la, you know, Sega Rally and so many of the other sort of games that had done it on the arcades. Really was a treat. And the first time I've seen this, they actually had Link Up in operation. They also had Ridge Racer Revolution, which I wasn't as big a fan of, but it was still technically a mile ahead of 16-bit platforms, which I know is kind of hard to believe now unless you were kind of there. Because age hasn't been kind to this kind of graphical style, especially in terms of early 32-bit era games, but for me personally, I can still get a great deal of enjoyment out of this. And I often find myself playing through a couple of leagues before finally tiring and saving it to the memory card. I have completed this game numerous times over the years, on both the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation. Played both versions extensively. The PlayStation version has got a better frame rate. It's got more advertising, I believe. And it overall is a better game, but with that being said, it's not that the Saturn version is unplayable, especially at 60 Hz. It's still an enjoyable, nostalgic blast from the past. Probably not something you'll be playing on a regular basis, but it is nice to go back to, I think. I mean, this was heading into an era where I finally was able to hold down a job that paid enough money that I had some disposable income. But prior to the 32-bit era, it had been a little bit of a struggle. I've not done too bad in terms of the 16-bit Mega Drive and buying games, but the PlayStation stuff, I don't know, it almost felt like certainly at the beginning it was pretty expensive. You know, I didn't get my system until Final Fantasy VII came out. I was pretty hardened into thinking that you know, the Saturn was gonna do well enough, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. And I jumped ship before touring cars came out, before Panzer Dragoon Saga came out as well. Which is kind of regretful really, because I remember seeing those games on the shelf. But alas, I went to the PlayStation. At that time, Destruction Derby 2 was actually out, which was, you know, an even bigger step ahead really. So we'll go to the next race, the crossover. Carnage is bound to ensue here. Now this game is digital only in terms of control, no analog support, even on the Platinum release, bit of a shame. I'm not sure if this one supports the Namco joypad I've got. I know the second one does, and it doesn't control too badly. I should make a video about that in the future. Of course, in the mid-90s, the kind of music you're hearing now I was quite a fan of, really, so that also really added to the appeal of playing these games. Oh, there we go, Carnage at the Crossroads. So I think the second game, it went more for a kind of more realistic physics engine, which in some ways was better and in other ways wasn't as good. I think it was less arcade-like, but destructibility-wise, I remember having a lot of fun spending time. Oh, Whoa, whoa, carnage. Destroy my car. Oh, for God's sake. I'm going the wrong bloody way. Will slow me down. Losing places like no tomorrow. Now I think at the time, like I've spoken about this before, games like Touring Car and the Destruction Derby series, I had a big fascination with, you know, trying to smash the cars up, trying to lose all the wheels, that kind of stuff. I think it sort of stemmed from childhood. I enjoyed ruining my die-cast toy cars, I think, so this was sort of the next stage of that evolution, I guess. Yeah, I suppose it was what we'd always been dreaming of during the early computer games in the 8 and 16-bit era, was what the PlayStation Saturn actually offered, which was almost, at the time, you know, an arcade-like experience, which you just wouldn't get with generations before because they just didn't have the power. I mean, when you think about it, some of those arcade games, it's amazing the technology they sort of packed or, you know, designed. It was so in advance of consoles at the time. Wow, it's just carnage there, it really is. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end of this race or not. I'm looking pretty red all over. I'm expecting to say you've blown your radiator at any point soon. I don't know if I can hobble through. 28 points is not bad. Oh, meal. Oh, meal. Yeah, I think I've blown my radiator. First place. No way, I'm in second. Oh, the car is not controlling well. This is not looking good. It is pulling to the right severely. Oh no, it's all over. I'll take the points, but I'm not going to get the finish there. And that was one of the most chaotic crossover races I've seen in some time. I'll say so. It always used to amaze me this, that you had to wait for the race to finish. So we're going down to last place, or are we? Bouncer. So let's have a quick look at the league. I'm not in Division 1, I'm in Division 4 or 5. Must be in 5. The Bouncer's top. Boxheads are not happy about this. Right. We'll take it to the next race, Ocean Drive. Put on your avatars. Breathe in the sea air. Smell of petroleum. Petroleum. Oh, pulling the analog stick there, just really not doing anything. Oh, nice. Straight to the corner. So of course, there's always two ways to play Destruction Derby, and that's to try and score the most points via destruction, or just to play the actual race. I've done both extensively, really. I'm less enthusiastic to just hanging around trying to score points now, because I don't find it as interesting as I used to. But you can still score plenty of points while racing around. Managed to sneak a quick 4 points in there. Nice bit of drum and bass type music now. I really do like the soundtrack on these games. I think just because it reminds me of the era so much. They all seem to have good music, so I'll notice. Oh, what we're doing! I could have got more points for that. I've just not flipped out myself. I actually chose the amateur car, the Grim Reaper, because it's black, basically. What I want the beginner car after all these years of playing Destruction Derby. Surely I've earned at least the medium car. Come on, out of the way, slow coach. Or at least let me smash you up. Oh, see, you just clipped someone on the corner there. Doing a bad job of scoring points currently. Well, still a way to go yet. Oh, if I can clip him just as he goes around there, I'll 360 him. Or her. So far I'm just smashing my own car up. Oh! Go on. Surely I'm going to get some points for that. 4 points. Well, my car's now in a bad way. I can't get back facing forwards. Oh, man. Oh, nice. Oh, I'll have to just go around in reverse for a minute. Out of the way. Turn around's not a bad idea. It just doesn't seem to turn very well. That's the main problem. This could be another do not finish. Could definitely do with finishing here. Oh dear. Steerability at an all-time low. Could definitely do with avoiding any collisions with the front end. Second place, trailing behind me. Bit of a knock there. Was an opportunity for a 360. Oh, I don't know if I got any points for that. No, I think it was more his reversing. Oh shit. Blown the radiator. Oh, I've got to drive like Miss Daisy. Literally, no, don't bother. I'm going to go slow. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I'll take second place. Oh, come on, baby. No, this is not looking good. It's just round the corner here as well. Come on. Floor to the metal. No way! Is it gonna let me have that or not? Definitely crossed the finish line even though my engine was blown up as it crashed the game. Is it gonna say I didn't finish? Man. Is it gonna say I didn't finish? Oh, well. Now we go to the next race, Cactus Creek. It's a bit of a night-time event. Thunderous bass coming along. With a record scratching going on. Oh, Neil. This car is not good when you go the wrong way. Really not. Can't believe we get any of the points. I did get some points. I always enjoyed the advertisements in this game, especially for like so many other games that were at the PlayStation launch. Some of which were terrible, by the way. I think it was Lemmings 3D. God, I don't know why I bought that game. It was so difficult. It was way beyond my capability of understanding that. I mean, the ordinary Lemmings, yeah, no problem, but Lemmings 3D, no, it was not good. Assault Rigs, it's not too bad. Interesting Tron tank-like game. I have owned it in the past. That was also a link-up title. What else? Crazy Ivan. That's an interesting concept. The story of the FMV was really cool. The actual gameplay was kind of repetitive, but quite a nostalgic title, I suppose. Not what I can see me returning to, but who knows? Maybe I'll find it in the car boot season. Never know. never know. But Psygnosis is certainly on fire during the launch window of the original PlayStation. So many cool games. Blown the radiator again. It's not going well. 4 points, blown radiator. Oh dear. Well, I think there's going to be a substantial wait. So halfway through the race there. And right down at the bottom, only Trashman, the goddess, below me. I also liked all these different characters. There seemed to be a bit of a theme with games of this generation. There was that Moto, is it Moto, Jet Moto? That was very similar. It had a cast of different characters that you raced against. All these sort of caricatures. The taxman there. So I'm thinking it's going to be the final one here, the pit. No, City Heat. Then it's the pit. This is going to be a long-winded video. Well, you got to go all the way to the pit, really. That is the cherry on top. There we go, a bit more nighttime action. Really get your techno legs on now. Get raving. Oh, feel the corner. Oh yeah, baby. Sure, I got some points for that. Yeah, I've been done over. I proper flipped his lid. There are different viewports as well. God knows how you activate it. There we go. You can play internally. It's serviceable. I don't think you get the spatial awareness you need in a game like this though. So I don't actually prefer the default view, which is unusual for me because I usually play in car if you like. Well, I never really considered that proper in car until you got the bonnet cam. That was the best of both worlds for me because you had the spatial awareness, you could see the width of your vehicle, but you also had the the in-car view, the bird's eye view. So it felt like you could anticipate the corners better. Certainly to me anyway. Oh, I was going to smash him into smithereens and unfortunately, oh no. That's certainly slowed everyone down. Wipeout, advert for the old Wipeout there. Cracking game. I was actually quite into futuristic races during the 32-bit era. When I had the Saturn before the PlayStation, I had quite a lot of them. I think there was like Cyber Sled and High Octane. I don't think anything particularly brilliant, but it was a concept I like the idea of. Come on, how many times am I going to spin that bloke round? Get 2 points. Jeez. The referee is not on my team. Go on! How did I not smash him? Certainly an interesting mix of music, this one. Wild Bill's Auto Sales. Nice advert there. Jesus, where's he going? Completely the wrong way. Out of his mind. 2 points and I've gone sideways again. Oh no. This car's called the Grim Reaper for a reason. Spends more time dead than on the road. Come on, get round, get round. I'll take the 4 points. It's 4 points more than I had. Another baseline coming on now. Come on, slow coach. Jeez, who's on the outside? That maniac who was driving the wrong way earlier. He's got spirit. So I'm not sure how well it's going to fare just getting first place from these low points, but it's got to be better than not finishing the race. And surely it's going to be the pit now. There are quite a few extra tracks from what I can remember that you play on as you go through the leagues. It's probably, I don't know, say 10 different tracks. But it's definitely a fun experience. I mean, do they make games this simple anymore? I don't know. Probably. But this is almost the thing I used to do. Drive around in reverse. Just to, you know, try and cause the least damage to the front as possible to begin with. Because that affects your steering, obviously. Well, it started off well and now we're not really getting the points, so. Oh. Yeah, this was certainly novel at the time. Again, the destructive teenager inside of me wholeheartedly approved. 36 points. Look at the gas. 40 points, and the back end is squarer than cereal box. Look at that. He's really done a number on it. Sure, the cars are still running. Of course, if you actually just blow somebody up, you get some good points. So it's always worth trying to pick on those with the smoke emitting from the bonnets. Back end's looking pretty poor. We'll be lucky to see this one out in terms of being the last survivor. Time to go forwards, I think. Well, I really have not got much steering at all. You can get into these long-winded duels where there's like a couple of cars still going. Usually at that point I will just sort of commit suicide and smash my car into the wall a few times. You see all the wrecks sitting around. The trouble is nobody can build up enough speed to actually cause any damage. I can't steer at all my car. I can go left. No, I can just about. But it really is a battle of the wrecks right now. Total carnage. What a race. Well, it's technically not a race, but yeah, it's brutal. I actually hope someone's going to wipe me out. I think I'm going to do the old suicide. I don't think I've got the speed to do it. Oh, please, somebody. Oh, 60 points. Still just carrying on. Unbelievable. Go on. Yeah, smash me up. I'm going to smash you up. No good braking. Oh, look at that. I felt that. it's desperate. It's a desperate battle now. Come on. Come on. Oh, you bugger. Oh, I'm building up some speed. Oh, flying along. Just not got any turnability, manoeuvrability. Somebody kill me. I'm not sure they can actually, if you go to exit, you still get your points. Come on. Somebody smash my car up. Oh, I'm going to have to do it myself. Oh God, I wish I'd gone round forwards. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh dear. I think you get the idea anyway. I think I'm going to go for the exit option, which hopefully still gives me the points because getting absolutely nowhere there. I think that's pretty much it really. Destruction Derby on the original PlayStation. Pretty damn fine game. Although best viewed with rose tinted glasses. I certainly didn't win. Let's have a look. I did finish first, 164 points. Woo! So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll upload some more videos soon.